I've got to lean on dudes on how to prepare myself for young women going out in the world, let alone going 200 freaking miles an hour in a damn pro stock car. So I might have to lean on the old man to get some advice on how to handle a woman growing up in motorsports.
He's a good girl dad. He takes one for the team a lot. He's tried to learn how to braid hair. He's not very great at the whole braiding thing, but he tries.
So Camrie Caruso joining us here in the Freak Nation, and it looks like we've interrupted something going on at wherever the hell you work. What is it that you're doing exactly as we decide to jump on a big-time interview with Pro Stock Pod? Now you got to answer.
Hold
You
on,
have to answer.
she's got to get her phone.
You got to answer a phone,
No,
Cam?
I don't. So I'm at Titan Racing Engines. That is where I am during the day when we are home and not racing. And when we are away, then obviously I'm not in the office. I'm wherever we're racing.
Okay, you're hanging out at Titan at this point. We see that you're making logos for T-shirts. What does a big time pro stock pilot like you do in the office besides, sit there and practice at the practice light?
So behind me, you can see her back there. Z, she's the controller of Titan Racing and Proto Titan and all the companies that are based out of the buildings on Titan's gatedness. And then, so I help her, and then I do the marketing for Titan, and then I work for Red Trailers when I get home at night.
Oh, God. Never a dull moment. So wait, show us, lift up the whatchamajiggers, the transfers. Yeah, so you're making T-shirts, and that's what they say.
So one of the companies that is based in Titan is Sawicki Speed, and it's a motorcycle modification brand, and they're leaving for Bike Week tomorrow, Daytona Bike Week. So we are making T-shirts for them to take because we have a T-shirt press and a hat press here at the shop.
Now, why aren't you making T-shirts for Camrie Caruso, the only second woman to go round, third woman to go rounds in the NHRA Pro Stock class? I would think that your T-shirts would be on high demand, Camrie.
So we actually have a few T-shirt designs already out, but I am working on a few others to release within the next few weeks, but they're not quite ready yet.
Man, that's just a little tease for us then. Anything about you going rounds in Phoenix? Is there going to be something that really promotes your badassness?
There's a few new ones coming out that does have the car from Phoenix on them, and hopefully we can make it somewhat special to that, but we'll see. Scott Bathurst usually designs my T-shirts for me, so we'll see what he comes up with.
You had such a lengthy off season. You were constantly testing and testing and testing. This weekend here after Phoenix, is it kind of weird to be on a break now?
So I was on my entire team was on the road for 3.5 weeks, from Phoenix test session with all the pro teams to Pomona to Phoenix for the national, and then we got back on. I got back on Monday. They got back on Tuesday, and we leave again on Monday to go test before we head to the Gators. It's weird to be home.
Yes.
And then I'm going home on Friday.
Wow. That what a travel schedule with all the hats you wear. You must travel. You get up in the morning and say, what day is this? Where am I? Where's the bathroom? And how do I get out of the door?
It's definitely being in all the time zones for the past 3 weeks. It's definitely weird. You kind of look at the time and are like, okay, what time zone am I in? There's been a few times where I've had meetings in other time zones, and I'm like, wait a second, what time is it?
I had a driver tell me once that he got locked out of the room when he woke up in a hotel and didn't know where he was. Has it ever happened to you where you wonder and you said all of a sudden you're in the hallway and it said, how did I get out here?
No, I stay in the motorhome at the racetrack with my dad and my grandpa. And so we don't usually go to hotels, but I'm sure the guys have done that before.
So your dad and your grandpa, they were drag racers in Pro Mod, and they put you in the slow car, the safer car, the Pro Stock car.
Yes, because so a couple years back, I've always wanted to drive a Pro Mod car. A couple years back, my dad broke his back in an accident in Pro Mod at Bristol Dragway, and then he got back in the car, and then about a year later, he hit the wall and hurt his back again. So at that point, we decided that, well, my grandpa and my dad decided I was not going to run Pro Mod in their race cars. So that's when we decided Pro Stock, and I've always loved Pro Stock, and I've always liked it, and now my dad likes it too, so he might try a Pro Stock car in the near future. You never know.
We'll get back to the video interview in just a moment, but with high gas prices holding steady, it might be time for you to check out Lucas Oil Fuel Treatment and Injector Cleaner. It increases power, fuel mileage. It's formulated for both gasoline and diesel engines, carbureted, of course, fuel injected. Are you kidding me? It's like a tune-up in a bottle. Just add it to every fill-up of that snappy car of yours. And of course, it's as simple as... You get it. Now, back to the interview.
So this time that dad would follow the daughter and not the other way around.
Yeah. Hopefully. We'll see.
Well, now, we're dancing around this thing. This is like being a Cowboys and an Eagles fan. Hold on. You got to be a Pro Mod or a Pro Stock fan. You can't do both of them, Camrie.
Yes, you can. You can do both.
No, hell no, you can't.
That's Kenny.
You
Kenny's
can't
just
do it, man.
stirring the pot.
You can't do it. I mean, you're the Pro Stock or you're Pro Mod. You're one or the other, Camrie.
Well, Pro Stock has a better turnout right now, so you go where the fans go and where the marketing dollars will go.
There you go. There's the business side of Camrie Caruso.
Yeah. The answer to every question is follow the money.
Hey, Camrie, Crash and I were in Phoenix when you won your first round, and we had no idea that was going to be so special, not just for you, but for females in Pro Stock. Going into that race in Phoenix, after you went that first round, did you find that the other people realized, like, holy smokes, this is a big deal that Camrie Caruso went around as a female in a Pro Stock car when, it's 2022, when we shouldn't be, at least in my mind, shouldn't be still going, oh, well, she's a woman racing.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really know why it's still such a surprise to a lot of people or why it's still very new for Pro Stock, but I'm excited for it, and if we can make it so some other girls want to try it, then hopefully we'll have some more girls in the class in a few years.
There's got to be, because I wouldn't say that Erica Enders smashed the glass ceiling, but she kind of did. And it was fun to watch her come through and be so successful over the last, decade and a half now. So, yeah, I would imagine now with you showing success, it's I guess the perception is that drag racing is all nitro and it's top fuel and funny car and the big fast 330 mile an hours. No, you guys are really showing that there's a heck of a lot of competition in Pro Stock, arguably the most competitive, and that, yes, women can succeed as well. I could only imagine that this is going to lift things off for more ladies coming forward.
Hopefully so. I mean, it's surprising that there isn't more in it already, but that's okay. And hopefully we show Erica's made tremendous amount of strides and had a ton of accomplishments and everything. So she's definitely paved the way, but hopefully we can do that too.
Hey, Freak Nation, our buds at General Tire want to give you $70 back on a Visa prepaid card. How do you get it? Well, you buy 4 qualifying passenger tires from General Tire, up to $70 back. We're not talking these high performance bad boys you see in the ARCA series. Passenger tires, you follow me? For more information, go to generaltire.com. Generaltire.com. General Tire delivers for whatever you do. And of course, the official tire of the Freak Nation.
Wow, Eric Enders, 4 championships, and she had an enormous amount of trouble getting full season sponsorship. You're committed to the full season. Is that another ceiling maybe that she's knocked down to allow sponsors to take women more seriously?
Honestly, I don't know how she does things or how her sponsors are, but we were originally going mountain motor racing this year, and an opportunity came up for us to acquire a bunch of Pro Stock stuff. So we went to our sponsors and said, hey, this is what you get. This is how much more it is. What do you want us to do? And we brought it to them and left it in their laps and went where they agreed to help us. And I think it's important to just do things a little differently than most have done in the past, because sponsorships aren't what they used to be. You have to have a return on investment. You have to have business to business there. So I don't know how she does her stuff, but that's how we do ours.
Who gives the best advice, Dad or Grandpa, when it comes to drag racing?
I don't know. Papa he's like the perfect person. If you've met him, if you don't like Papa Joe, there's something wrong with you. But everybody says that. Everybody calls him Papa Joe. But Papa's been out of the seat for 30 plus years. So I think Dad.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that coming. Okay, Papa Joe, I take is your grandfather. Then, of course, you have your dad. What about outside the car? Who gives the best advice? Papa Joe or Dad or somebody else? Little life problems.
Probably Dad, because he'll be straight up with me no matter. Papa will try and be calm and always have the politically correct answer. Dad will just be like, look, this is how it is. Do what you want with it.
Well, because listen, Statman, he's got a daughter. I have an 8-year-old daughter, so I've got to lean on dudes on how to prepare myself for young women going out in the world, let alone going 200 freaking miles an hour in a damn pro stock car. So I might have to lean on the old man to get some advice on how to handle a woman growing up in motorsports.
He's a good girl dad. He takes one for the team a lot. He's tried to learn how to braid hair. He's not very great at the whole braiding thing, but he tries.
Oh, that's hilarious. So who came to who to try to braid the hair? Did you say, Dad, I really need some help with this because I'm having a bad helmet day? Or did he say, let me braid your hair?
So I like to wear my hair in braids at the racetrack because then it's just easy. You don't have to worry about it all day long. But I can braid everybody's hair but my own.
Of course.
So I'm like, Dad, I need you to braid my hair for me. He's like, I'm a dude. What would you like me to do with this? I'm like, I don't know. Figure it out.
And he did.
He does an okay job, actually. He knows how to straighten hair. He knows how to push my hair back into my helmet for me. When he tightens my belt, he knows not to pull my hair.
Yes, crucial.
Wow. Is that something that Dad wouldn't want out in public? Is that something that
Oops.
He doesn't care. He's a good girl dad.
Hell yes, he is.
All right.
He signs his emails nowadays. We had an email going with my public relations person and my pictures and videos person, so Sadie and Elon, and he signed it Camrie's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Aw. Boom. Yep, he's a winner.
Well, Statman, go ahead and follow that question. What you typically do when someone comes out of the family, the child comes out of the family underneath the shadow of a mom or dad.
Yeah, no, that was something. I had no idea that I said that all the time.
It's a great question, though.
My dad, when he was always, Mr. Statman, and when I started to come out of the shell and grow up a little bit, he became Stat's dad, and it became very difficult for him to put the two together. Finally, he just laughed at it and went with it. I never had to worry about him braiding my hair, though, or wondering about where the hair came from. So, but he still liked it. I imagine your dad gets pretty proud when you start knocking the guys off and beating them round by round. When you win your first race, he's probably going to just explode with pride.
Well, I don't know if the video is out there or not, but when I won first round, I think he jumped like 6 feet in the air, and then he almost took my crew chief out because he jumped on him. So he gets pretty excited.
Hey, I'm Kyle Busch. The biggest racing weekend ever at Worldwide Technology Raceway is coming June 3rd through the 5th. The party starts Thursday with the NASCAR Fan Fest and Hauler Parade at Ballpark Village. Cup practice and truck qualifying on Friday, Cup qualifying and the Toyota 200 on Saturday, and it all wraps up on Sunday with the Enjoy Illinois 300. This is the first time in a lifetime to see the NASCAR Cup Series at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Go to worldwidetechnologyraceway.com to get your tickets now. Brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Illinois South Tourism.
Mm-hmm. Is your dad a crier? Would he cry, you think, on your first win, when you get your first Wally?
Probably not. I think I've seen him cry like 4 times in my entire life.
Okay, so his will be more jumping up and down. Got it.
Yeah,
Now
he's very excited.
The question remains, was one of those 4 times the first time he had to braid your hair?
No. No.
So he took to that right away. He just immediately jumped in and had the dexterity to make it all. I know the first time I had to braid my daughter's hair, I just took a deep breath and sat there for a minute and said, okay, let's do this.
Wait a minute.
He's pretty good at it.
I guess if you have him do it all the time, I guess he would be pretty good. Yeah.
Kenny, this conversation is coming down to you. You're going to be next. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Camrie. I'm sorry.
He's a good girl dad. He takes one for the team.
Yes.
Okay. After that first round win, who had more beers, Grandpa or Dad?
Dad, but he drinks Tito's, so he doesn't like beer that much. He'll drink it, but it's not his favorite.
Is Dad a friendly drunk?
Yes. He wants everybody to be his friend. He wants everybody to come hang out. He invites everybody to the racetrack. I'm like, what are you doing?
Making more friends, baby.
Uncle Tito's, baby.
Yeah,
love it.
He's funny. We met some people at a test session one time. They came up and were like, hey, how are you? Blah, blah. He invited them to stay for the next day. They came out to the racetrack the next day and hung out with us like all day. They were really nice, but it was super weird. Wow. I was sleeping. He hangs out with everybody. I was like laying down watching TV in the motorhome, getting ready for bed. I was in my PJs, like ready to go to bed. And he brings these people into the motorhome, and I'm like, hello, how can I help you? Trying to sleep. And he's like, look at my new friends. I'm like, okay. They hung out for like 3 hours that night and then came back in the morning with breakfast.
Were you wearing your Frozen 2 pajamas at the time?
I love Frozen, honestly.
I do too.
But no.
Are you Team Anna or Team Elsa?
Yeah, it is.
Elsa.
All right.
Hey, did you graduate from, was it SUNY Empire State College?
I did.
All right, here's a quick question for you. What's the mascot for Empire State College?
Oh, I don't know. I went to school online. I never, ever went, like, inside that building. I couldn't even tell you how to get there. Not a clue.
Wow, really? So I've got to be the one to break it to you. Really, who your mascot is, huh?
Correct. I've never set foot on that campus.
All right. Well, let me see if I can do this. Hold on just a second. All right, share the screen.
Yeah,
Let's
here's
go over
the deal.
here.
Kenny loves Google. Let's put it that way.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, come on. What the hell's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with it. No, that's true.
Right. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
We see something coming.
Okay. Look at this. Congratulations, Camrie. You are a bluebird.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh.
There's your mask. Yeah. That's you right there, man. See, next time.
I've never been there.
the SUNY Empire State College Bluebird, right there, man.
With
there
a
you
mask.
go.
Oh, with a mask.
Yep.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe sometime down the line you could have a Bluebird Pro Stock car. Who knows? Well,
There it is. Hey, look, this has been fun, Camrie. Hopefully the same for you. And I'm sure Elon told you that it's going to be a different interview. It's not going to be your typical, let's talk pistons and rods. We want to know more about your personality and how drunk your dad gets, okay?
He loves to have fun.
yes.
Cool.
Now we know where to go at the next race.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Caruso family.
He'll hug you within like 2 minutes of knowing you.
We promise, though,
Sounds-
we're not going to go into the motor coach while you're in your pajamas. We'll knock on the door first.
He just walks right in with all his new friends. Okay, Dad.
That's awesome. That's so great.
It is.
All right. Again,
Well,
Camrie.
thank you for having me. It was fun.
Sure. Yeah. Camrie Caruso, Pro Stock pilot, got her first round win in Phoenix, joining us here in the Freak Nation Lucas Oil Studios. Camrie, good luck to you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Have a good day.